Hey, what's up everybody? It's Johnny over at BFit Tyler. Today, I just want to cover some concepts working your arms. You know, I get a lot of people asking, how you get bigger arms, what's it take, what do you do, what are your workouts like? So I just want to cover some basic principles of what it takes to, obviously grow your arms, and particularly any body part, because it's important that you focus on, these principles in order to continuously change your workouts. It's not always about heavy lifting. We allow our ego to get in the way, which is going to affect the results of what we get out of our program. And when we're not consistently getting those results, again, we tend to just give up and not even try anymore. So today I'm going to kind of go over 2 exercises and get you to understand the basic concepts of, what I like to do when I'm lifting, and understand what we're trying to accomplish with each lift, because we tend to get out of hand, we tend to cheat a little bit too much during our workouts, and eventually the muscles we're trying to target don't get targeted as they should. So I've got a bicep, a low cable bicep here, and a high cable tricep here. So I'm going to start with the bicep curl and kind of give you an example without using the weight, and give you an example with using the weight. So again, obviously we're going to pick up the weight, and we're going to make sure that our biceps are kind of aligned with our side. We don't want to get them out here. We don't want to bring them in the middle. We want to make sure that we have a straight line from our shoulder to our wrist in order to get that maximal contraction at the top, because most of us, we tend to just rep it out rather than control it. But if we're not getting that full contraction and getting that squeeze at the top, we're not maximizing what that bicep can do for us. So now I'm going to go ahead and pick up the weight and go through the basic tempo. One tempo that you can use to control the weight. Now you want to make sure your core is engaged, your chest is up and out, and as you go to pull the weight, control it, and you're going to squeeze that bicep at the top. And then when you come down, control it coming down nice and slow. Do not stop at the bottom, bring it right back up and squeeze, and control. And again, you want to stay within about a 10 to 12 rep range on this particular tempo. Bring it up, 1, 2, control it going down, 1, 2, 3, boom, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. Now, right after the biceps, we're going to go right into your triceps. So the triceps is obviously going to do the opposite of what the bicep does. The bicep is going to pull the arm up, the tricep is going to extend the arm down. So when you're doing these tricep exercises, it's important that we keep the wrist locked, and the elbow is the only joint that's going to be moving. A lot of people tend to move that wrist a lot when doing these any tricep exercise. I'm constantly having to adjust the wrist to stay in alignment to maximize what the tricep is actually doing. So again, when you set yourself up for your tricep exercise, take your elbows and you're going to squeeze yourself, okay? And then as you're squeezing yourself, you're going to pull down, and you're going to notice how that tricep contracts. It's going to hurt if you contract it hard enough. And then as you come up, it's going to lengthen. And you want to allow it to lengthen as much as you can without moving that elbow, okay? So your example is boom, 1, 2, bring it up. You're going to notice that's as far as I can come up without moving my elbow, and then we're going to take it right back down. So let's put it into use here. I'm going to bring the weight, lock the wrist, push out, squeeze 2 to 3 seconds, and then bring it up until you get that full extension. Right back down, 2 to 3 seconds. And again, it's all about control. Notice I'm not using any type of body weight right now to thrust the weight. A lot of people tend to thrust the weight. We don't want to do that. Control on engaging that core. Out and squeeze. Bring it up. Nice and slow. Squeeze. Get that contraction. Bring it up. And control it. Now there's different ways that you can set in your arms. You can do, bicep to tricep, supersetting. So you're going to go boom, back and forth. Literally no breaks for your 3 to 4 sets. We tend to not monitor our rest periods during our workouts, and we just take too long. So the basic standard rest periods can be anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds for your arm, depending on if you're going light or heavy. The heavier you go, the longer, a little bit longer you want to rest to allow that muscle to recover just a little bit so we can maintain the heavier lifting patterns. But on this particular one, if you want to get a good pump, you want to get some good blood flow, squeeze, superset going back and forth with no break. You can do it with barbells, dumbbells, dips. I mean, there's so many different exercises you can do, different angles that you can attack, but nothing's going to work if you don't understand the basic concepts of how the arms move and how to get maximal contraction from those muscles. So guys, take this, give it a shot today or at your next arm workout. Let me know how it feels, and if you need anything, need any help, need any workouts, holler at me, guys, and I'll make sure I get you heading in the right direction. So we'll talk to you soon.